So hello and welcome to another truck review test drive, and this is the series what I'm doing on the Big Mac where I'm testing the mod trucks I've downloaded for 10,000 miles each, but I've made one slight change to the profile. So doing is buying a mod truck and buying a garage for that truck to go in, which is its starting garage. So I didn't have employees in those trucks, so now I've started to employ drivers to go in those trucks, so they're not just stood idle. Mod review series now. I've done a job in this truck already just to see how it handles and drives, so I'll take you through some of the customization that's available on it. It's the Scot A2HD and it's available on the workshop. So I'll just here and then to the red spanner and we'll see what configurations are available for it. So I'll keep this as brief as I can. So there's one cab choice, a day cab or a duty cab, whichever you know it as. Chassis, there's two choices. There's a 170 and a 200. I went for the 200. Engine sizes, they vary from 290 horsepower and all Cummins air engines. There's NTCs, there's Cummins Formula, and there's Cummins KT, which Ivan is, and then there's KTA, which go all the way up to 600. So I've got the 200 chassis and I've got the 450 Cummins KT engine. It dates from about 1980 range. Transmissions, so there's varying diff ratios of these trucks, so good choice available. So you've got your 8 and full of 10 speeds, you've got your 13 speed gearboxes as well at varying ratios. The low ratio one there, 10 speed, it's 8 and fuller, and some 15 speeds, but you'd have to get a custom layout for these. I'm not sure where to get them from. That's more 10 speeds there. Speed with a 370 diff ratio. You see there, so there's very diff ratios in these. 15 speed, 18 speed, and then there's Allinson 6, 7 and 10 speeds. Some of the transmissions will come with retarder, which I'll just change mine to a retarded gearbox because I prefer the retarded there. Your trim, there only is one choice, which is a basic tan trim. It's well modelled and fairly well detailed in here. You see there. Paint jobs, there's some default ones here. What have you? So flat colours, yellows, reds, blacks, whites. You can have whichever custom colour you want on the truck, you see, so you can just adjust that as you want and it works. Metallic dark red, there's a royal blue metallic, or you can have a custom metallic there, and then there's a spear paint job which is customizable, I believe. So if you go that, and then you can alter some of these black parts to whatever you like. So like a multicoloured or a rainbow truck if you like. Belt line, that's customizable as well. Broad stroke, which is actually what I have on my truck, I've customized it to be black and white, which is my VTC colours what I drive for at the moment. And then there's onward. All these are fully customizable, so accessories. So start at the back. Mud flaps, you can have white Cummins ones, you can have black Cummins ones. There's plain, yes, there's mud flap girl, cowgirl, girl, there's Napa truck part, there's ones with the Scot logo on, so those ones on. Your deck plates, which is basically this little bit deck plate here, which you can change to a black diamond pattern plate, bare diamond plate, or merit flush mount plate there. Your exhaust, you have a single short curve, which is what it comes with a standard. There's a tall mitre, single tall curve, dual mitre or dual curve. So that's those. Wheels and tyres, there's just the standard options in them as well. Your battery box, you can change that from a standard battery box to a chrome effect aluminium battery box. So mirrors, you can either have them with a little light in there or without. Grill here, you can have it black, have it painted, have aluminium, or you can have chrome there. So your front mud flaps are here, so it's just the basic same choices as what's at the back, but you don't really see them on this truck with where they are. Fall to the mod. That's where your front flags would go, and yes, this truck is compatible with Sissel's Mega Pack. So here, front banner, put that on, or you can remove it. Now, I wish they'd put a feature in this game where if you bought that, you could just do it on a key to take it off when you don't need it on and put it on when you do. You can put fog lights in some of the bumpers, but not in them all. Next bumper, so there's a tapered bumper, there's a straight aluminium, there's a polished heavy duty bumper, which does look like it's been used. Then there's a straight, there's a box bumper, box polished, show box bumper which hasn't got any holes in, there's polished one of those, big box bumper, chrome. I'd like one of these on, which is just the bull bars, polished and chrome version. So that one, I'll cancel the changes before I actually take this truck out. So front flaps, fender, which we've done, fender flare extension, which is just a bit there. Grill, you can have the stock grill, which is that one. You can have it polished, you can paint it, you can have it chrome, or you can put the heavy duty one on. Going for, because the stance of this truck, although I don't think they're anything to do with Peter's builds or Kenworth, you can make it look like a small one of them a little bit, but don't quote me on that one. Headlights, you can have the single headlights, which is where it comes with a standard, or the dual around with chrome, which I believe I have on mine. Bug deflectors, you can add one of those if you like, but I think it's a bit tall and there's never any bugs in the game, so as in insects on windscreens, I know the game's bugged in places. Fender, see that's your rear fender there, so you can have it quarter, Super Duty half, or half fender kit, so standard one there. Oh, there's one option around here I forgot. So you can change a battery box, a merit battery box, or a wet line kit, or you can remove that altogether. The Goodyear tyres I have on this truck, I don't know which one of the truck mods they're out of. So that's that. That's inside, but we'll get to that in a minute. Visor, standard visor, visor polish, visor paint, and visor chrome. Or you can remove that if you wish. So you do get these lights and horns on it as default anyway, so you don't need to do much with them. So oh, it's bullet or single stat. Air conditioning unit, you can add one of those if you wish. Sarah's horns there, that one. Bullet light, I've already done. Beacons, you can put 2 beacons on here if you wish. I have added them to my particular configuration, so I think that covers all the dots outside. So the accessories now, realise you put that there, so I'm going to change that to that one and hope I can see it. But this is just demonstration purposes, this one, because I haven't got the truck quite configured. This interior, as I say, there's just one. There's a standard thing. It's Sissel's compatible, so you can change the standard steering wheel from your different 3-spoke ones. That's the default one it comes with as well, but I'll prefer short black. But if you don't have Sissel's Mega Pack, just want not many cabin accessories, so yeah. I have fitted a CB in here. That's sun visor, that's CB, that's hanging items, which is Sissel's Mega Pack compatible again, same as all the other accessory slots. Now that's it for the customization, so I shall see you in a flash when I'm hooked up to a trailer. So blink your eyes and I'll be back. So welcome back. So now is the test drive part. Now I admit I already have done a job in this truck previously, but I forgot to switch the microphone on, so well, it's on a job now. The sounds of this, it sounds very much like the default Peterbilt 579 or the T680, so there's no unique sounds or for the engine in this truck like there is in some of them. So I've loaded up a load of office supplies from Ontario in Oregon, and I'm going to take this load up to Ben's. The trailer is part of the Pink Ribbons event, but with this being a freight market job, that event, but to get the trailers and skins and things you need to purchase the Pink Ribbons DLC, which 100% of the profits go towards the breast cancer charities. And there is also an event running at the moment at time of recording, where I have to take 12 deliveries of the Pink Ribbon goods, specific trailers in external contracts, and they can be done. It's a total of 12 deliveries, so it doesn't matter which game you do them in, if you do them all in one game or combination across the two, and that you'll get rewarded with some bow cabin accessories, but that comes if you buy the pack, and then you get like some boxing gloves when you complete the event, and I think it's some dice if the community goal is reached, which is over 1 million deliveries in total. At time of recording stood at about 340,000, and it's now, but the event itself is running till around the 21st of October. So there's a paint pack DLC available to purchase for ETS2 and for ATS as well, which are very same cost as what the normal paint packs are, which it's £1.59 for ATS and £1.69 for ETS2, and the share of the 100% of the profits of that goes to the breast cancer awareness campaign, and it's a worthwhile cause because October is breast cancer awareness month, so it's quite a fitting thing and it's worthwhile charity to support. Now I bought the paint packs and done the event for both games, but the skins only work on the default SCS truck, so I went for an unretarded gearbox in the end, as that's more realistic to how the trucks are in the USA. 214 miles to go here, so
keep right.
we should make it on fuel, but if I've got enough driving time left, I don't know. As I did do a job previous to this one, but I forgot to have the mic on, so I was prattling away like I do and it was silent, so travelling across part of the Oregon DLC, although this is like the big map combination for ATS. Map basically consists of coast to coast. I've got the coast to coast expansion in as well, and as well as a couple of the Mexico maps and Canadream. So got vast distances to cover, but it's with you. If you've played on coast to coast, you know what I mean by this. When you played on that and driven across that, you come back into areas that SCS has done, you appreciate the quality of the workmanship in the actual official map expansion. So yeah, this mention that this is a workshop mod truck, which I think I put to it in the description of the video, but if I haven't I will add it as for some of the other trucks and users. So I've got quite a few mod trucks to test, a couple of Mac mods to test, some GTM Peterbilts, there's obviously Vipers Peterbilts, there's a few more Kenworth mods to check, Freightliner and that, so but I won't be testing, don't think, any of the reworked versions of SCS trucks, so it's just purely free mod trucks that are available, and I haven't got any sound mods in for these, so what sounds I'm using are the sounds that actually come from the mod itself. Some mods will be better quality than others, but as I say, just builds a bit of variety and some mods off a bit, as well as your chance to do some miles for the BTC and that. So normally with these trucks, with the K100, like done a bit of a mod review with it, first test drive, done the silent one, but I don't think I'll do a silent video with this truck, but I may live stream with it one day, I don't know. See how it handles and first, because some of these mod trucks can be a bit twitchy, and that's the load on, so I aren't using any graphics mods. What's in these are available within game, so be careful on these corners, because the first load I did with this truck was okay, but this one feels like it's got a flip, but then again it's over quite easily, but that could be partly down to my driving and the way that the trailer's set up as well, because it isn't a pink ribbon. It's got the skin on, but it isn't a pink ribbons goods that's in it, so it got office supplies on.
Go straight on
at the moment, so I have got fines and fatigue on, so I could possibly have to stay for a rest a short distance from our drop off. Do you reckon it's about 2:40? Oh, I'm alright because I have 5 hours to go. It's because between garages and what have you, but I'll drop this off and I'll sleep, so it then should put me back into a cycle where we're driving mainly in daylight, which is actually better for shooting videos and everything. So that's what the engine brake sounds like in this truck. Not the truck itself's nice enough model and things, but the sounds it come with do let it down actually. So the dashboard computer up there and what have you, that is accessible with Megapack, and you never know whose dashboard computer is going to be modelled on to actually install them in the truck. So this one is what you'll get in a 579 Peterbilt, so
keep right and then turn right.
So that's just pot luck with things.
Turn right.
Really, so brief look outside. Yeah, I went for the twin headlight, so a bit better. I won't compare this yet to the Mac R, which is a similar era truck, till I've one and reviewed it in this series, which will be later on. I've no particular order in which I'm doing the truck, so it's just you picked at random from the list I have in the Mod Manager at the time. So I've done a Freightliner, I've done the International by the way as well, 9800. I've done a Freightliner, I've done a Kenworth, so I didn't want to do like 2 or 3 of the same makes together. Obviously some brands of truck have more mods for them than the other, but I have downloaded all GTM's mods that's available on the workshop, so I've seen quite a few of those. I've downloaded Gamlin's reworked, so some of the like the Volvos and the Max and Harbin's W990 still have to do. Still have the FLB to do, the Freightliner Gorsi to do, the Mac R and a few more still have to do. So I'm covering quite a bit of distances testing the trucks out anyway, so 10,000 miles seems to be a good test of the truck, because some mod reviewers show you customization, they'll show you last little bit of a job and that's it, but thoroughly that sort of distance gives a good range of loads and things as well, so
Keep right.
because when they do it, you're only seeing them like with one load on, and sometimes they don't make them loads that heavy, so but it's like the thorough road test. You wouldn't really, in a real world, you just wouldn't want to take one of these on one short job. They'd lend you it for a couple of days or a week to really test drive it, wouldn't they, the truck dealers, I believe, in some cases, so if you're expecting a fast quick chuck with this, you'll be disappointed. I have not got the speed limiter on, but I've not been able to get any more than about 65 out of it anyway, no matter what ratio gearbox is in it, so... And I do have the speed limiter off in the game options, so... just where it is. These older engines are revving and we still hit the rev limit, so that's why, so... Now some of the mods you get, like for both games, on this, but some of them offer like very low power like engines and then high powered engines, and then get them, and when you're driving them with loads on, there isn't that much difference in power in some of them effects, so sometimes RGL Scanias can be a bit like that. You get a 221, it seems no different on power to a 300 or 400 horsepower one, so... But you get used to that, and this truck does have, at least it has something that I like to see in mod trucks. It has a correct period radio modelled in it. Some of them just use whatever's available, so there's a few mods that actually give you the period radios in, but I know some drivers would upgrade the radios in time to more mod, but nice to see it being modelled. So if by the time this series ends that XPS's auto car has been released, because it's still work in progress on the forum, and also I think Smart is working on a GMC truck. As they become available, I will be featuring those as well. But there's one thing I won't be featuring in this series, and that's any paid mods or mods that need another file for a fix to get them to work, so... But on some of the ETS2 ones I'll be doing, like there's the same on that, but if there's a separate part of the mod that allows you for cabin accessories compatibility, I will use that, but no actual fixes. So that should be just like one main file for the truck, with the exception of ETS2 where some of the mods of XPS's come with a cabin accessories compatibility add-on, which I shall use that as well. So just gotta take it steady away here. We have 22 miles to go, and now we're starting to get a little bit of income from the drivers which are just employed just after purchasing this truck. Fuel economy, well, it isn't that brilliant, and the fuel range isn't that brilliant in this truck either, but then again it will be correct up period, so I'll have to live with and get used to. Now the last 14 miles for the journey, so and if this recording fails, I'll live stream with this truck anyway, so So if you'd like to leave me a comment, because don't get many comments on my videos really, if you'd like to see a certain truck or know of any other free truck mods that aren't on the forum or the workshop, can you please let me know in comments, because I'd be
Go
interested,
straight
but
on.
they have to be a genuine mod and not a stolen one. And I will not use mods that some modders have done, because I know the poor quality and a bit inaccurate anyway. And I think I mentioned that modder's name in the HS2 of this. So Cyrus the Virus
Go
mods
straight
I
on.
will not use, because I find them very inaccurate and some of the quality on them is very poor. Like mod of a Renault, the speedo was way out in it, the ref counter was way out in it, and I've noticed that on more than one of his mods as well. But you need a mod that's got an accurate speedo in and ref counter, so you know it can change gear properly. So but once you've driven a few trucks, even default ones or mod ones, you soon get to know weaknesses are. So no, I am driving these trucks in manual as would be in real life, so because I know there's auto boxes and automated shifts and what have you in the American trucks now, but they're still not that popular in Europe. A lot of the trucks are automatic, and a few of the manufacturers still do offer the manual as options in some of the trucks. DAF will supply a manual truck, I think Volvo will, and I'm not with Scania though now, because most of what you see of the real life truck driving new Scanias that are auto.
Go straight on.
So we're going to be dropping off at Volson. I
Keep
think
right,
I haven't got
and
any
then
company's
turn right.
mods active on this profile at the moment, so
Turn right.
but I think looking at that fuel level, I'll get a top up, so
Recomputing.
some fuel for the next job without trying to bash into him, because when you come from a cab over back into a conventional, you do notice you do have to make some slight adjustments for yourself to allow for the length of the front end, and got a long chassis on this as well, so you'll probably see some diabolical efforts of parking just about to come up soon.
Get ready to turn right.
I have got it set on random
Turn
parking,
right.
so it's potluck.
Keep right, and then turn
Yeah, this one doesn't look actually too bad, so
turn right.
mind you,
have
they've been
arrived
my
at your
famous last words
destination. Your route
before.
guidance
It doesn't
is now
look too
finished.
bad, but it's quite challenging, and this one will need some adjustment as well to get it in, but here and roughly lined up, and then we'll the outside cam and just park here, so just drop the trailer. So that concludes this video for now. So 10-10, stay safe on the roads and don't have too many accidents. Goodbye.